Un, deux, trois.
Paris.
All of you?
No, he's not. He's lying.
Yeah, I'm from Normandy in France.
And I'm from Marseille in France.
No,
And they're from Paris, actually.
I've been to those places.
Sun Engineering School in Paris a
Uh-huh.
few years ago, and a few years after we were there.
Only a couple of bands, like one actually.
want-
Basically one.
No,
Well-
we've all been doing music for quite a few years, but not necessarily in bands. And so some of us had bands before, and some of us didn't.
Mm.
Mhm.
We were waiting for the right band.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And this is the right band.
Yeah.
It's like bands.
It's like big jamming sessions during whole nights, and some joint, some red wine, and a lot of music, talking and music and talking.
Yeah, we always been walking like that, like we're jamming. Nobody's coming with a song and say like, here it is, and just find stuff on it. It's like, yeah, just talking, jamming, talking, drinking, and more talking, and
We don't really think about
yeah.
the stuff we do, we just...
Problem with all that Daft Punk, Justice, Ethnocracy, all that French stuff, is you're forced to listen to it in France. You're forced to see them in the media everywhere. You're forced each time we're going to have gigs in foreign countries, we're asked about Justice, French scene, French stuff, and it's quite interesting because it's really important for French music development. But in another way, it's really reducing. How do you say that? C'est très réducteur. Yeah. The réducteur.
Réducteur.
Réducteur. It's very réducteur to say that.
Just to look serious when you say that.
There's really good indie bands too in France. There's a different kind of music. We're also
the thing is, those bands you were quoting, except Justice, which are quite new, but Etienne de Christian stuff, they were like the 19th electro bands in Paris, and that was the main music when we started in 2004.
Yeah.
And we started really as a rock band, and we went to electro afterwards, kind of like, because we're listening.
It's part of our influences.
It's part of our influences.
Yeah.
But we started with many bands in Paris, like 4 or 5 years ago, who were really just playing rock, and that was new at that time.
Actually, they do really well in France because they've done well in England and in foreign countries. And
Which has always been the
US.
case.
With like
with
Tequila
French.
Tex, like, does that even...
Yeah,
is that just like
not-
really cheesy in France?
No, it's,
No.
actually it's
Yes,
really...
but
It's not really known. I mean,
yeah, he's actually reasonably underground.
Tequila Tex? No,
Yes.
he's remarkable.
Mm.
No, the thing is, he's
remarkable.
he's always he's in a kind of way in the media, and you can recognize him from far.
In Paris.
In Paris.
In Paris and everywhere. But I met him once. He's cool. No, really, he's cool. I thought it could be really an asshole, but the guy is cool. So
It's always been the case with French music, is that for it to work in France, it has had to go through England and the rest of the world and America and work out there before coming back to France, and then everyone in France goes, oh yes, Daft Punk is great, you know, when
Air is great.
Air is great, and
Phoenix.
Justice,
Phoenix.
Phoenix, and these are all bands who, when they were in France, nobody wanted them.
it came out.
Still,
Okay.
Plenty of stuff.
I think it's
Lots of
kind of
money.
different for all of us. I don't know, it goes from blues to
French crappy music to French hip hop to
Eurodance.
Eurodance to
I mean, we grew up
English,
listening to what everybody listened to in the 90s and the 80s. but-
like the same for you. Like you know, English band like Oasis, Pulp,
Blur.
all the major bands.
Radiohead.
I do
I
actually
don't know.
like a lot of French stuff.
We like a lot of French stuff, but most of the English people don't know them.
Yeah, we
actually,
like
because it's really French music. The only thing that
it's not very well known in France, so it won't be very well known anywhere else for the moment.
So guys like Dominica or Diabolo Gum are here, French artists which are really talented and great, but absolutely unknown in the UK or in the States or anywhere else.
But mostly our, I mean, like our culture is really like Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, and
The indie culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big stuff of the band is also that we've learned to listening to music together. So as far as we met, we started to share CDs and discovering new bands, and it's 1 or 2 years ago, if you asked the question, we would have told you like we were listening all the time that we were listening to TV on the radio, Animal Collective, all this New York scene.
Yeah.
Now we're more in some other new bands like Fuck Buttons, Holy Fuck, Wolf Parade or Sunset Down. It's always changing, and we're always still listening to new music because there's really good bands coming. So
Yeah. What good ones in Montreal as well, actually?
yeah, we're playing with Wolf Parade in 1 month or 2 in Paris. We asked mostly of the remixers to make those remix for the first one that we had, which was the first one quite known, which was the I Say You Can Stop remix with Data. We just met the guy in a bar and in Paris and asked him if he was okay to make a remix, and after that for the new single we also asked for the Shoes to make one.
Yeah.
Our label asked for Chicken Lips and Midfield General, but we always involved in the procedure of process.
Is
Checking that we like the remix, and it's really important for us to like have a song, just develop it on the dance floor, and it's like opening minds.
And we enjoy a good remix.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
Simply.
It's
One of the first that we had, which was made by a friend of us, which is called DJ name is Dunwich, DUNWICH. That in the new remixes, I personally quite like the Midfield General one. This is the guy who produced the Dance Justice single. And we're gonna have, for the next single, we're gonna have Zombie, like French band that you don't know them. They're beginning to be quite well known in the UK. They had their one radar page in Enemy and everything. So it's cool for the second album.
Yeah, we're writing new songs at the moment, like a lot, and we're really into the new stuff we're writing. And because the first album which is out at the moment was out a bit before in France, so we're already a bit in something else, and for us they're a bit old songs, and like like the kind of song you enjoy playing live because it's kind of how to play them really directly and kind of automatically enough for making them really like direct for the audience. But we're at the moment we're more into the just trying to how could we define like what we're writing at the moment, like for the second stuff.
I'm not writing.
Is it quite different?
It's a bit different.
It's a bit different.
It's definitely different.
No, I feel it follows on from the first album. I think we've all gained a lot of knowledge in just musical crafting, and we're trying to recapture the energy we had in the beginning when we were writing the first album. Because as you said, we've been touring. We've had this album now out for 2 years, which means we've been playing the songs for 4 years. And that's really depressing when you think about it. So, there's a sense of looking for that initial urge of
in the meantime, I'd say that we hope we'll get like dates and we'll go and we'll have a tour in England.
Because we've all got dates.
We also
Regular
quite dates.
Gigs and dates.
Yeah.
Fuck buttons.
Like,
Buttons.
you're friends with them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well,
we just
very recently.
We met them last Friday in Paris for their show.
And
we got the same booker in France.
We thought they were so beautiful.
We had a party till 5 in the morning. It was really fun. They've got a lot of stories about Mogwai, especially about Mogwai's fans. Yeah. See my mother.
I was thinking all
I would say Brel, but he's Belgian.
Fuck buttons.
Thierry Henry.
Yeah, that's a good one.